Hey everybody!
Hi everybody!
Welcome to the third video. It's been a little time since our last one, so I thought I'd better catch you up.
There's a lot to catch up.
Yeah, we'll have to truncate this. So the last we did a video, we still had a week left in Knoxville. That was a busy week too. We took our first trip to a Buc-ee's, which is, if no one's ever heard of it, a gas station convenience store that is
restaurant,
massive. It has everything. It's super huge. Cool. I'll post some pictures. We got some barbecue sandwiches from there that were amazing.
They were good.
And there's still so much more I wanted to eat, but I did not yet. We'll get back there.
We'll have to go back.
It's in Sevierville, Tennessee. And on that day, we were with my friend from high school, my girlfriend, and her husband, and they took us to an apple winery. And so we paid $5 to do a tasting, and we had 20 wines and hard ciders. That was for $5. That was pretty awesome.
We should say thanks, Jesse and Geraldine, too. They were great tour guides.
Absolutely. And then after that, after they took us to Buc-ee's and the Apple Barn Winery, then we went on a fall leaf drive at the Foothills Parkway. It was beautiful. It wasn't quite peak, I don't think, at that point, but
pretty close though. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, we saw some stunning pictures, and there will be some included at the end of the video too. Let's see. Go ahead. You want to talk about the next?
Oh, well, your note says got to meet one of Paul's favorite financial podcast hosts and hang out with him a couple of times. That's Bill. We also actually got to sit in the seat where he does his podcast, and we got to meet virtually his podcast host, Jackie Cummings-Koski, who I also loved. So it's been very fun hanging out with him, and it's kind of led us to meet more financial independence people.
That's true. We'll talk about that in a second. First things first, we have to go after one of the main reasons we moved down here. Not the main reason, but it definitely ranked right up there, and that's access to Bluebell ice cream, which we have fallen in love with ever since we went to, where did we find that?
Probably North Carolina. Maybe. We had it in Kansas City. It's all south.
Yeah. There's not available in Minnesota. And so when we were deciding where to move, besides decent weather and no winters, we had to have access to Bluebell ice cream. And we have hit it hard. There have been very few days that I have not eaten ice cream. So
the chemists at Bluebell should actually be working to cure cancer or something else, because they can make ice cream tastes like an A&W root beer float.
Exactly.
Or anything. All the tastes are very legit to what they say it is.
Yeah.
Chocolate cheesecake and Dr. Pepper float and.
So here's a picture of the first month when we stayed in Knoxville, all of the Bluebell flavors we tried. And then I have accidentally already thrown away one lid here, which I'm so mad at myself for. But we'll keep saving and taking pictures of all the other flavors we've tried. And if you haven't tried Bluebell, next time you head south, try it.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Okay, that was way too much time.
We are not being paid by Bluebell.
Wish. So then we packed up our car and we headed to Englewood, Tennessee, which is halfway between Knoxville and Chattanooga along the eastern mountains. We went from bougie in our first rental to blah in this one.
We're rustic right now.
It's so rustic. And the lady who lives here, they live in Kauai most of the time, and so they rent out the place when they're not here, or they try to. But since it's in the middle of nowhere, I don't think they get a whole lot of rentals. And so when we came, there hadn't been anyone here for 3 weeks, and it showed there were dead bugs everywhere. It had not been really cleaned, or we came into a mess. So my first day, which was normally spent unpacking, was spent scrubbing other people's filth. And dead bugs, lots and lots of dead bugs.
I've made the Asian beetle.
They're
my mission, to get rid of the Asian beetles in this house, and they multiply somehow.
Yeah, he's been vacuuming off the ceiling just every day. So this cabin or cottage, whatever, that we're in was built in the 50s, and it's been added on to. So it's like a total of 1,000 square feet. It has uneven floors. It has slanted countertops. Not even kidding. I'll show a video of this. There is no countertop space because, well, it's a tiny cottage, and she has like these green lunch trays that hold everything that could possibly spill liquid, which then ends up on the floor immediately. So it has been a challenge to prepare meals. As you can see, my work setup in the back takes up pretty much the entire dining room table, so you can't really food prep there. It has been a challenge. And we are far away from everything. I mean, it's like a 20-25 minute drive to the nearest grocery store, so we are in the hills.
We're out in the country.
And unfortunately, this is our longest rental. We're here for like 7 weeks.
We got about a month to go.
So it's a little painful. We'll get through it. It's building some patience or something. It's building something. Anyways, that has been our fun challenge here. The one thing it does have that is awesome is a huge wraparound front porch. And there's rocking chairs out there, and we spend a lot of time sitting outside. And Rudy has become an outdoor, like, lounge dog. It's funny.
And it's mid-November, and you can still sit out comfortably, and for the most part.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like, this morning we woke up and it was 38 degrees, so pretty chilly. There was some frost on things. But within a couple hours, it's already nice enough to be outside in a short-sleeve t-shirt. And it's going to get up to almost 70 today, so can't beat that. Go ahead, you want to hit the next?
The Knoxville Financial Independence Group started back up after we moved. So I'm just reading. So drove to Knoxville to go to an in-person meeting. Have had a virtual meeting. Amanda's new friend and pen pal. Tell her about your new friend.
Literally just read my notes. there goes my like behind the scenes. Like.
Oh, and this was supposed to be behind the scenes? Okay.
So yes, anyways, as everyone knows, we're the financial nerds or whatever. We love personal finance, and there is a local group here, and so we went to a meeting. They just kind of got started back up, and we went to a meeting because we tend to get along really well with other people that are like-minded, and we went to an in-person meetup, and there was 13 people. We had a great time, met a lot of new people. One of them we actually didn't get a chance to talk to in the 2 hours that we were there, and she kind of reached out to me on Facebook, and we've literally, her name is Kayla, we have been like pen paling it back and forth, writing these massive emails back and forth, and then we met them for dinner last Tuesday, her and her husband, nice. So yeah. That was really cool. We've also discovered that while Englewood has almost nothing, it's a teeny tiny town, they do have an Amish farmers market, and it crushes it. It is so cool. Right now it's only open like Friday, Saturdays through November, and then I think it closes down for the winter, but they have stellar vegetables. They have like honeys, everything homemade you could think of, and it's for really decent prices.
Check out their website. They really do have a website, right?
Yeah, I don't know who maintains it. Everyone knows. Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, how it works. Their food is great.
Yes. In the meantime, we've been doing a ton of driving here. Every time there's like a day of no plans and I'm done working, it's like, well, where should we drive to now? So last Saturday or Sunday, we knocked out Saudi Daisy in Chattanooga. We wanted to kind of determine where our next rental will be in January. And I don't know, maybe I was hangry that day, because I was hangry. And I was busy navigating and stuff like that, but I don't know, Chattanooga and Saudi Daisy just didn't hit it for me. I don't know how you feel.
I thought the city of Chattanooga was cool.
Yeah, downtown
but
was cool.
We don't want to live in the city, and we just didn't see any parts outside of the city that really fit what we're looking for.
Yeah, so I think we've kind of crossed that off our list, at least for the meantime. So I think in January we're actually going to try to go to Greenville, South Carolina, and check that out.
Heading east.
And south.
Somewhat south.
Okay. Yesterday we actually left Rudy. It took him a while to get comfortable here, to be home alone. And we went on our first hike. And it was to a beautiful waterfall. It was cool. We met some actually really nice people.
Yeah,
people here are so friendly. It's unbelievable. It's so cool. And then coming back from the waterfall and driving out, we took a different way, and we saw some fantastic sights and overviews. Got a beautiful view of Lake Ocoee and got a lot of pictures of that. So in a nutshell, that has been our last, 3-4 weeks?
Yep.
Right? So we're here till December 20th, so say some prayers for cooking space.
Keeping the place clean.
Yeah, and all the bugs, really. And then
Don't say a prayer for the bugs. They're going. They're
dying. For real. Then December 20th, we will be heading back up to West Knoxville to dog sit. And so we will be going from like country to a really nice place in the city. So we're looking forward to that. All right, until next time. See you later, guys.
Bye.
It's October 31st and we just finished our first month stay and trying to pack the car. It's like someone fed the gremlins after midnight. Shit has multiplied and yet we didn't really buy anything, so either we're getting worse at packing or probably worse at packing. And there's Rudy who refuses to be left behind. Sorry bud, we're hitting the road again. All right, how do you empty a fridge before you leave?
Tennessee style.
Okay, here's what it's like working in our kitchen with these slanted countertops. Oh no, I dropped a tomato. Because you can easily see here, the sink is level, the countertop is not.